Oluremi Bola Ahmed Tinubu comes out to speak on who she and her husband is and why the Igbos should not feel threatened or feel unwelcomed by them, thinking that, they hate them, as the insinuations has gone and people are portraying that Tinubu's wife or Tinubu do not like Igbos. If you know Lagos very well, some of the very, businesses, homes, and what have you are owned by brothers and sisters from the southeastern part of the country. But as a Nigerian, you are free to live anywhere. And so we saw Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife, Oluremi, in a video some time ago, saying that as much as we love them, this is what they did. We'll call all the deities of Lagos to deal with them, blah, 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 blah. And that really sparked up a lot of reaction. Now she's trying to remedy some of those words that have been said about her. She allowed time to heal some of those things. Then she comes up to tell Nigerians what she and her husband have done, bringing not just words but facts to show that indeed they love Igbos, and those who are spreading out those rumors, they don't know what they are saying. And she said, she was in Owerri, Imo State, the capital, where the women were saying, Madam, but we hear say you don't love us. And she said, how can you say that? My husband and I made an Igbo boy governor of Lagos State for one day, Oluremi tells, and explain what they've been doing for Igbos in Imo State. Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the wife of the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has disclosed how her and her husband made an Igbo boy, Ebuka, the first one-day Lagos State governor in the state when he became governor. In 2001, Oluremi, then the First Lady of Lagos State, introduced a spelling bee competition for secondary school students via her New Era Foundation, where the winner would go on to be governor of Lagos State for one day. While speaking to the crowd of women at the rally in Owerri, Imo State, the capital, where some women whispers that we heard you never loved Igbos, Oluremi recalled how Ebuka emerged as winner of the spelling bees competition and became the first one-day governor of Lagos State. She said when he won the competition, many people thought that he would not be allowed to become the governor of the Lagos State for one day, and they wanted to manipulate the system and said, could it be somebody else? Said, but I insist, and said, no, the winner must take it all. I, Oluremi, exact words, when I was doing spelling bees in Lagos, most of our children performed very well. You remember the first one-day Lagos State governor? I can't remember well. It's about 23 years ago now. But I remember the first time it was an Igbo boy. They thought we were going to play games. I said, but he won the spelling bee, didn't he? And my husband said, yes. Ebuka was his name. He was governor for Lagos State, and that was how I started. After Ebuka, Alex was the next one. Tinubu invested so much in Alex. Then came the third one in spelling bee, and he went on to law school and made first class. So it is what we are talking about, and if we don't love these people, we will not do anything like that. They were given scholarship and they were well looked after, irrespective of where they came from. So what are you telling me? We don't love Igbos. We've done more for Igbos, even more than those who are from the very region. We love everybody. My hands are touching Delta and touching all parts. Are there not Igbos in Delta? So what's the fuss about? Well, my people, the fuss is about because of the viral video that went on. They say when someone is in a position of leadership, you must become very careful. You must choose your word carefully. You know why? Even the words have ears. When you had nothing, when you were nobody really cares. If you like, say that the sun is sets in the east and rise in the west, nobody cares. But immediately in fact, misplace it and say it anyhow, nobody cares. But immediately you are attaining a position of relevance, you begin to choose your word carefully. In fact, your words become few. You only say what you mean, and what you mean is what you say, because people are watching. The world is watching. Everybody's seeing how you are dispensing the opportunity you've had to lead. Everything you say we be guarded. We would be how how you be regarded with, and what people will say, and what people will begin to, how you be treated. So it must become very important that we understand some of this terrain and we do not joke with it. Yes, we must become very careful. We must not joke with it. You know why? When that video went out, and they were, again, with who you are as a pastor, and saying that they will release all the gods of Lagos State, you may not mean, like I said, it may just be a joke. It may just be you just trying to say whatever you're saying, but it was not a funny one. There are some jokes and people say, and everywhere we go quiet, and if you can even hear the sound of the wind. When people say some things, very, you like, okay. Go be like, say, not be you talk the thing. Go be like, say, make ground open, may you enter. You call it, say, oh God, why this person talk this thing? You felt those kind of things before. You become like, oh God, what did the person just say? What did he or she just say from his mouth? And you become very, careful, and you are wondering, what could possibly follow. So these are some of the things that are going on, and why we all must really pay great attention and do not allow some of these things to be a distractor or a distraction, as the case may be. But we must become very careful, very, very careful, so that at the end of the day, the issues that are holding us down, the issues that are keeping us in the same place, we attend to them correctly and meaningfully and very well, so that as a nation, as a people, we can truly come out of everything and anything that is holding us bound. Do you know that this nation, we need the correct and right people with the right heart, with a real intention to govern the nation, and not to circumvent the will of the people? Because if we fail in those regards, we will live with the consequences of decisions we are making. Look at Nigeria, for instance. We picked Buhari. We have picked, they say, the bow and the Harry. We picked a bow. You know that it's not like a machine gun, so you can see the difference. So it's very slow. The bow and arrow, in those days of world power, it was like the deal until the next form of weaponry was forged. And you could tell the limitation of the bow and arrow. So when we pick bow and arrow, that's what we are living with. So when you look at it, here we are. So we must become very careful. Nobody should sit back there and think that everything is suddenly going to fall in place. Can you see for yourself that it is rather we do the right thing? Leave us a comment. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. From us is bye for now. Bye-bye.